Hi friends, in my last video I discussed our basics of binomial theorem. That video I discussed that few things like general term that is given by in the expansion x plus a whole to the n is given by tr plus 1 is equal to ncr x to the power n minus r a to the power r. This was discussed in my previous class. Also, few properties like NCR equal to NC n minus R, then NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to n plus 1 CR. Also, NCR can be written as n by R n minus 1 CR minus 1. So, these were few properties from my last class. So, in today's class, I am going to solve previous year questions like IIT JEE level questions and few properties. So, first property, which is said, first property says that in the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power n, the sum of binomial coefficient is equal to 2 to the power n. So how it is coming? Let's see. So what is given in the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power n? So if we expand this expression, then what we will get? We know the general term, that is tr plus 1 is equal to ncr x to the power n minus r a to the power r, right? Here x is 1. So whatever value we get, that will equal to 1. So only we'll get the coefficient, that is NCR and a to the power r. Here is x. So if we expand this expression, then we'll get NC0 x, that is 1 to the power n, and x to the power 0, that is 1, plus NC1 x to the power 1 plus NC2 x square plus NC3 x cube. In this way it will continue, right? So what we have to find? We have to prove that the sum of binomial coefficient. What are the coefficient here? NC0, NC1, NC2, NC3, all are binomial coefficient, right? So the sum of binomial coefficient, that is NC0 plus NC1 plus NC2 plus NC3, in this way is equal to 2 to the power n. That we have to prove this. How we can get this? Look, in this expression 1 plus x whole to the power n, if we somehow or other put, if we vanish from all this term, if we somehow or other can vanish x, then we will get this sum. So if we put x is equal to 1, then what we are getting? 2 to the power n, here 1 plus 1 2 to the power n is equal to NC0 plus NC1 plus NC2 plus NC3 plus, in this way it will continue. That is nothing but sum of all binomial coefficient is equal to 2 to the power n. So in this way we can prove the sum of binomial coefficient in the expression 1 plus x whole to the power n is equal to 2 to the power n, right? Second property, quite similar, which says that second property says sum of odd coefficient is equal to sum of even coefficient. In the expansion 1 plus x whole to the power n. So we have to prove Sum of odd coefficient is equal to sum of even coefficient in the expansion 1 plus x whole to the power n. So if we expand this expression, that is 1 plus x whole to the power n, what we are getting, nc0 plus nc1x plus nc2x square plus nc3x cube. In this way it will continue. If you we have to prove sum of odd coefficient is equal to sum of even coefficient, right? What are the odd coefficient? Odd coefficient is like nc0, nc2, nc4. These are the odd coefficient, and nc1, nc3. These all are the even coefficient. So if we replace x by minus 1, if we replace x by minus 1, x equal to minus 1, then what we are getting, here x is minus 1, so 0 is equal to nc0 minus nc1 plus nc2 minus nc3 plus nc4. In this way it will continue. So if you take all the negative coefficient in left hand side, right hand side, then final value we are getting, that is nc0 plus nc2 plus nc4 plus is equal to nc1 plus nc3 plus nc5 plus this will continue. So now from previous properties we know that sum of all coefficient is equal to 2 to the power n, right? So sum of even coefficient, this is sum of odd coefficient is equal to sum of even coefficient. So property, we have proved the property. So what is the value of sum of odd coefficient? So we know sum of all coefficient is equal to 2 to the power n. So sum of odd coefficient is nothing but 2 to the power n by 2, right? So this is nothing but 2 to the power n by 2. That is nothing but 2 to the power n minus 1. So sum of odd coefficient is equal to sum of even coefficient. The value of sum of odd coefficient or even coefficient is equal to 2 to the power n minus 1. So this was the second properties. Now based on these properties, we'll solve one question. Okay. Suppose question is given. Question 1, that is, in the expansion 1 plus x whole to the 15. In this expansion, uh, prove that sum of coefficient of odd powers of x is equal to 2 to the power 49. So we have to prove sum of coefficient of odd power of x is equal to 2 to the power 49. That is nothing but x plus x cube plus x to the power 5 plus x plus 7. In this way it will continue. Okay. So before going to how we'll get, first of all we have to expand this expression, that is 1 plus x whole to the power 50 is equal to nc0. Here n is 50, that is 50 c 0 a x to the power 0 x to the power 50, that is 1 to the power 50 into x to the power 0 plus 50 c1 1 to the power 49 into x to the power 1 plus 50 c2 1 to the power 48 x square. In this way it will continue. So final expression that we are getting is 50 c0 plus 50 c1x plus 50 c2 x square plus 50 c3 x cube. In this way it will continue. So we have to prove sum of coefficient of odd power of x is equal to 2 to the power 49, right? So what are the odd power of x, that is 50c1, 50c2, 50c3. These are the coefficient of odd power of x, right? So if you first of all if you replace x by 1, then you will get 2 to the power 50 is equal to 50c0 plus 50c1 plus 50c2 plus, and it will continue. Now if you replace x by minus 1, then what you are getting, 0 is equal to 1 minus 1, that is 0 is equal to 50c0 minus, because x is equal to minus 1, minus 50c1 plus 50c2 minus 50c3 plus, in this way it will continue, is equal to 0. So if you consider this as equation 1 and this as equation 2, now if you subtract equation 2 from equation 1, then what you are getting, 2 to the power 50 minus 0, that is 2 to the power 50 is equal to 50c0 minus 50c0, this will cancel out, 50c2 will cancel out, 50c1 minus plus 50c1, right? 2 into 50c1, similarly 2 into 50c3, so 2 we are taking common, that is 2 into 50c1 plus 50c3 plus 50c5, in this way is equal to 2 to the power 15. Erasing this part, so that is nothing but 50c1 plus 50c3 plus 50c5 plus, it is equal to 2 to the power 50 by 2, that is 2 to the power 49. So this was what we have to prove, we are supposed to prove. So sum of odd coefficient, some coefficient of odd powers of x is equal to 2 to the power 49. So this is proved. So this was question based on the two properties. So now we'll solve some IIT JEE level question from binomial theorem. Suppose question is given, the third, fourth and fifth term in the expansion of x plus m to the power n are 84, 280 and 560. Then we have to find the value of a, x and n, right? So how we can do this type of problem? We know from formula that tr plus 1 by tr is equal to n minus r plus 1 by r into a by x, right? So here t4 by t3 or t3 plus 1 by t3 is equal to n minus 3 plus 1 by 3 into a by x, right? That is nothing but n minus 2 by 3 into a by x, that is equal to given by 280 by 84. If you simplify, you get 280 by 84, that is 10 by 3, that is 10 by 3. Similarly, t5 by t4, that is t4 plus 1 by t4 is equal to n minus 4 plus 1 by 4 into a by x, that is equal to 560 by 280. It is given in the question. So n minus 3 by 4 into a by x is equal to 2. So if this is equation 1 and if this is equation 2, now if we simplify more, then we will get uh, n minus 2 into a by x is equal to 10. This is equation 1. Second equation, n minus 3 into a by x is equal to 8, right? So if we divide this equation 1 and equation 2, we'll get n minus 2 by n minus 3 is equal to 10 by 8. 10 by 8. Or from here you can get n is equal to 7. So we have got the value of n, that is equal to 7. I'm erasing this part. We have got the value of n, that is 7, right? Now if you put the value of n in equation 1, then you will get 5, that is 7 minus 2 into a by x is equal to 10, or 5a is equal to 10x, or x equal to a by 2. Suppose this is equation 3. Okay, so we have got the value of n is equal to 7 and x is equal to a by 2. Now what is the general expression, that is tr plus 1 is equal to ncr x to the power n minus r a to the power r, right? So now third term is given 84. So what is the third term, that is t2 plus 1 is equal to nc2 x to the power n minus 2 into a square, right? So this is equal to 84. Now put all the values, replace x by a by 2, we are getting nc2 a by 2, n is equal to 7, 7 minus 2, that is 5, into a square is equal to 84, or a to the power 7 2 to the 5 is equal to 84 into 2 to the power 5 by nc2. What is nc2? nc2, that is nc2, that is 7c2 actually. 7c2 means 7 factorial by 5 factorial into 2 factorial, right? That is 7 into 6 by 2, that is 84 into 2 to the power 6 by 7 into 6, that is 2 to the power 7. So we are getting a to the power 7 is equal to 2 to the power 7, or a is equal to 2. So this is the final answer. So we have got all the values, that is a, n and x, that we have got n is equal to n is equal to got n is equal to 7, a is equal to 2. What is the value of x? X is equal to a by 2, that is 2 by 2, that is equal to 1. So we have got the value of ax and n. So this was one question. This was the IIT JEE level question, and if you know the formula, then you can solve this type of question very easily. We have to remember the formula and we have to practice more and more, so that the exam hall we don't face problems. The more you practice, the more this type of question will be able to solve very easily. Now we will solve one question. This came and J-Man 2013. Very important question. Question number 4. Question is given that question number 3, I think. Question is given the term independent of x in the expansion x plus 1 by x to the 2 by 3 minus x to the 1 by 3 plus 1 minus x minus 1 by x minus x to the 1 by 2. So we have to find the term independent of x in the expansion of this 10 to the 10. Okay, x plus 1 by x to the 2 by 3 minus x to the 1 by 3 plus 1 minus x minus 1 by x minus x to the 1 by 2 to the 10. So by seeing this question, this is very looking like very complex question, but this is very easy question. Actually, we have to apply the trick. What trick can be applied in this question? See here, it is given x plus 1, right? And in denominator, it is given x to the 2 by 3 minus x to the 1 by 3 plus 1. So if we somehow or other can cancel out this term, then this question can be solved very easily. So how we can manage this term? So let's see. So this is x plus 1. Can it be written as x to the 1 by 3 whole cube? This can be written in this form also, right? Plus 1 to the cube. What is this? This is nothing but a cube plus b cube. And we know the formula of a cube plus b cube, that is equal to x to 1 by 3 x to 1 by 3 plus 1 a plus b into x to 2 by 3 a squared minus x to the 1 by 3 into 1 plus 1 a plus b into a squared minus ab plus b squared, right? If you put the value x plus, if you replace x plus 1 by this, then this term and this term will get cancelled out. So remaining term will be x to the power 1 by 3 plus 1, right? And from here x minus 1 can be written as x to the power 1 by 2 whole square minus 1 square, that is a square minus b square, that is nothing but x to the power 1 by 2 minus 1 into x to the power 1 by 2 plus 1, right? And if you take x common from this, x to 1 by 2 common, then we are getting x to the 1 by 2 minus 1. So this x to the 1 by 2 and this will get cancelled out. So what will be the remaining term? X to the 1 by 2 plus 1 by x to the 1 by 2 equal to the 10. That is nothing but x to the 1 by 3 plus 1 minus 1 minus x to the power minus 1 by 2 equal to the 10, right? So 1 will get cancelled out. So remaining term is x to the power 1 by 3 minus x to the power minus 1 by 2 equal to the power 10. So now in this expansion we have to find out the term which is independent of x. So what is the formula of finding out the term independent of x? We have to find out the general term, that is tr plus 1 is equal to ncr x to the power n minus r a to the power, right? And in this general term, if we put the power of x is equal to 0, we'll get the term that is independent of x, right? So in this expression, what is the general term? tr plus 1, that is equal to ncr. N is 10, cr x to the power n minus r. X is x to 1 by 3. X to 1 by 3 to the power 10 minus r. What is a? A is minus x to the power minus 1 by 2 to the power r. I am erasing this part so that you can find no difficulty. So we have got the general term. Now if we equate the coefficient of x is equal to 0, then we will get the term which is independent of x. So final term we have got 10cr x to the power 10 minus r by 3 into x to the power minus r by 2, and here minus 1 whole to the power r. This minus I have taken common. So that is x to the power 10 minus r by 3 into x to the power minus r by 2, that is nothing but minus 1 whole to the power r 10 cr x to the power 10 minus r. If we take LCM of these two, that is 6, that means 3 multiplied by 2, that is 20 minus 2r minus 3r is 6. So this, if we equate this is equal to 0, then we will get the term which is independent of x. So 20 minus 5r by 6, if this is equal to 0, or 20 is equal to 5r, or r equal to 4. So when r is equal to 4, then the term is independent of x. Okay. So when r is equal to 4, then what we are getting, minus 1 whole to the power 4, that is 1 to 10 c4. So t5 is equal to t5. So t5 is the fifth term, is independent of x, and the value of fifth term is 10c4. This was the final answer. This is the final answer. This question came in JEE 2013. Very important question. You have to apply some logic in the beginning, then you can solve this problem very easily.